Hello, everyone. Howdy. I hope you all are doing well today. It is Friday, which is kind of crazy because the week went so fast. The week went so fast. It's literally insane. Just a couple days ago, it was Monday. Uh, Today feels more of a Thursday. But the more you realize it's a Friday, it feels like a Friday. Just a couple days ago, it was Monday. Alright, I'm sorry about my terrible voice. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a cloudy Friday. Yes, where I am, it's a very doomy, gloomy day. It's very sad. It feels sad. It doesn't seem like it's gonna rain, but it's all cloudy and dark, and yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Obviously, it's not summer anymore, so it's autumn. So obviously, things are gonna be changing. Trees are gonna be becoming more orange. So obviously, it's a changing experience. So today I want to talk about some stuff and just have a blast on a Friday, okay? So, yes, here we go. Bounding into comics. Every time, every day, there's like 10 articles, brand new articles. These guys work very fast. I don't know if they work on the weekends though. Okay, the Batman star says a version of Catwoman is bisexual. And here's the thing I want to point out. Why do I care? Why should I care? Why? Why should I care? Why is it such a big thing anytime a character is gay or whatever? But secondly, I don't think this character is. I haven't watched the movie. I have not watched the movie, but I can tell you without a doubt, I do not think this character is bi. This 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 lady is doing what almost every SJW does. Insert their own ideology, insert their own ideas when they when they uh when they play a character or see a character, they insert all these other stupid things. It's crazy because you have to play a role. You can't put your own stuff on it, okay? Is it so hard just to keep your character the same? Why is it so hard? Why? Oh, uh for some reason, like, this is the same thing like the Luca thing. Remember the movie Luca, which came out a couple months ago, and how much of SJW said it was a gay story, even though it wasn't. The director even said it was not, and people literally took their own word over his word. Yes, exactly. That's how crazy it was. Western gaming industry unites against Russia to support Ukraine. Major studios announces charity and staff relocation efforts. Okay, that's interesting. But here's the thing. Why do every single gaming company have to come out? I don't see anything about China. When China was having all these concentration camps, they still have it, by the way. When they have all these human rights violations, no one cries. No one cries. I don't see Western gaming industries, you know, banning China or whatever. They praise China, so obviously it's crazy. The reason why I feel like many of these companies are just following this trend because for them it's just a trend. It's just a trend. It's just a trend. I have to say it like it is. Remember the BLM crap? Remember that? Remember when? Remember when every single freaking company had to put this BLM nonsense out there? They did not believe that stuff, but they put it on just for virtue signaling. You know, we can't stand by Russia attacks our homelands. Okay, I get they want to be kind, but I feel like here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't see people talking about this when it comes to China. I don't see that. I don't see that. Many game companies supported China, you know. They won't say a thing about China. That's kind of crazy, really, if you think about it. You know, that's the craziest thing because anytime something trends on social media, every company has to get behind it for some reason. Have you noticed that? Same with BLM. I don't think they give a crap about BLM, but they had to shove it down everyone's throats. I'm so sick and tired of that. They don't care about what's happening in China. And that's been going on for years. See, if more people were outspoken about China, the more people would have, putting stuff like this. You know, I'm just saying because it's on Twitter, everyone's going at it. Simple as that. Okay, let's see this. Punishing Russian and Belarusian gamers, of which I am not, for something that had nothing to do with this. Absolutely terrible and totally unjustified. I just blacklisted GOG and CD Projekt Red. I'll never. Okay, CD Projekt Red. Are people still trusting CD Projekt Red after their Cyberpunk stuff? If you don't know what happened, if you don't know what happened, basically Cyberpunk, the most hyped game ever. Everyone was hyped up for it since like a decade, and all of a sudden the game was broken game, and obviously, it was crazy. They promised so much, and then like, look, I get it. I promised a lot as well, but the thing was, the difference is the big difference. The big difference between my promises and their promises is, um, they had stuff to show. You know, they basically had all these little previews and stuff that were already done, uh, and everything else was crappy. They showed the good parts, and then the crappy parts they did not show. What else? What else? Oh yeah, when it came to reviewers, they refused to let them use their gameplay for reviews. It was kind of crazy. You know, I thought people would have stopped trusting them long ago because of that. From the same people that pandered to the CCP. I can't understand that the devs are based in Ukraine, but the rest can the rest can spare me crocodile tears. Exactly. I can understand if you are in from Ukraine, you complaining about this, but but what about the other companies? What about the other companies? What about the other companies? Many of them are so possibly fine with China. That's it. I'm serious. I'm seriously sticking to indie developers and double A middleware studios from now on. Shame these cowards won't treat China the same way. Acknowledging that millions of people are experiencing unthinkable hardships in Ukraine. What about the Uyghurs in China? God, the hypocrisy is mind-boggling. It's crazy because you need to understand, if social media, if Twitter was all against it, China, then they would only respond. They would only respond. You need to understand that's the only time they respond. You know, because for the many companies, not all, but many companies out there, they just will do it for the trend. Okay, Sean Penn flees. I don't know who he is. Don't know who he is. Uh, to Poland. He flees to Poland after calling America to fight for your. Now, I don't want America to fight. There's no World War III. Please, please. I'm tired of this woke ideology. It's spreading in my country too. Can we stop? Okay, stop with this spreading democracy stuff. Every country is different. I wish the wokesters understood that, because they always say, you know, um, about their values and stuff. Every country is different. They always praise about see, but they can't understand that other countries are different. So please, 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 no, just no. Okay, no war, please, because if America gets involved with that pink tank army, you think it's going to be a win-win? No, no. Russia could do something more terrible to America. You know that, right? The army are weak. Okay, it's weak. Not all of them in the army, but many of them in the army are weak. They are very weak. The government is pandering to the woke denominators. It's crazy. It really is crazy. It's crazy because guess what? Guess what? Russia could steamroll woke people. They can steamroll them, and Russia does not care about the woke nonsense. Okay, say anime adaptation, Star Wars. Twitter users want to cancel YouTuber Ryan Kennel. One wishes for death over his review of Batman. I haven't really watched this full video, so I want to know what's happening. Let's read the article together, shall we? I don't get it. I heard he did a good review, and people are angry at that. Twitter users expressed their outrage and the desire to want a YouTuber Ryan Kennel cancelled following a clip of his review of the Batman began circulating on the social media platform. Oh, the Batman. The Batman began. Okay, not began. Batman. Uh. Okay. Okay, based on something. Zach Rex, the Batman movie review that said there were good black people than whites. I'm stunned. When. Okay, basically, what for you? Okay. Okay, basically, a quote was taken out of context from Ryan's review. There was a one line that was in the movie that really threw me out. It was when Catwoman basically saying that they only care about themselves, these white privileged people. Okay, really? You can tell that the actress wanted it in. You don't need to use the word white. You could have said privilege, and that would have basically done the job. But this should have said white privilege people. Okay. Um. So basically, SJW is taking you out of context, obviously. So basically, this chick, right? Obviously woke. I'm sure she'll want woke stuff. Holy racist, racist, racist. 101,000 views. Holy crap. Oh look, a DeSantis lover and Ben Shapiro follower being a racist cunt. Who knew? Wait. Okay. Bring segregation back, please. These white people are getting way too. Look at this shit. Look at this racist shit. They call white people racist, but they want to bring fucking segregation back. Trust me, all these social justice warriors, they cry racism, but trust me, they won't want. Okay, look, they cry segregation, but they won't want segregation. Weird way to put I'm racist. He's not racist. He's not even hiding his racism. What did he say? Okay. Geeks and gamers should die. Really? Ryan Kennel deserves to have his face stumped. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. They take him out of context, and now they want to smash his face. I want to punch the guy in the face so bad. Why? I want the guy cancelled. What's up with the racist scum that are always making these racist trash videos while seated in vehicles? How dare someone film. Guys, get the video reported for racism. Oh my fucking god. Sorry for swearing, but look at this. It's always people like this doing stuff like that. Look at this. Caitlyn cares. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Okay, but the fact that you literally want to report a video and you take his clips out of context, it's fucking ridiculous. Make sure to report his channel. They literally want his channel out. How fucking. Okay, look at this. Okay, there we go. Report video. It goes on a full-on racist rant about how only good characters in Batman are the white ones, and specifically attack the other characters for being a different race. I don't think he said that. YouTube, you need to tackle anti-SJW content now. So basically, it's not just Ryan's video. They want to tackle um, everyone who's anti-SJW, because they are scared of anti-SJWs. Anti-SJWs point out their racial bigotry. You need to understand, when SJWs are racist, they shove it down your throats. They call you racial things and expect you to sit down and take it. And when you call them out, you immediately a racist person. They've been allowed to spew. Okay, last 6 years. Basically, this person here is crying. Oh, boo hoo, boo hoo 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 hoo. Okay, so they literally want him dead. Okay, it's crazy, really, because okay, CW level SJW casting with Twilight lead. No, thank you. It ended with Nolan for me. To be fair, I think the Twilight guy, this guy over here, I think is cool. I think he's cool. So far, so good. Never apologize. Exactly. Never like the Batman films beyond the Burton ones, but identity politic Batman is something I can really do without. I thought the same about the movie. It didn't take me out of it, yeah, but the white privilege comment was unnecessary. Exactly. If there's a comment in that, it's pointless, Well, I didn't know it's gonna. Excuse me. I didn't know it's gonna be so bad. Pronouns in bio plus cartoon avatars. People who shouldn't be allowed to procreate. And don't worry, the next Batman movie will have zero white characters. Ryan's a champ. Notice how all his Twitter attackers have avatars of cartoons or other people. Nice to wish death upon people anonymously. Here's the thing, death threats, no matter how much you can wish death threats for, it's not gonna fucking happen. It's not gonna fucking happen. These people, but don't just laugh at these fuckers. Some of these fuckers are messed up in the head. I'm not making this up. Some of these SJWs, these SJWs are messed up in the head. Okay, they messed up in the head. If they want to call for violence, they messed up. Sure, they won't do it, but don't underestimate them. Okay, don't underestimate them, because they can go very violent when they are unhinged. It's so ridiculous. I wish Ryan the best. Because obviously it's up for us to rally against the SJWs, because we have to protect Ryan. You know, they take any word out of context. You need to understand. You can say potato, and they will think you are saying carrots. That's how messed up the SJWs are. They live in this weird mindset, and whatever they believe in their heads. Okay, if they believe that it's gonna rain. Okay, no. Let's try something different. If they believe, if they believe that it's going to rain fire, it's going to rain fire, and you cannot tell them no, because obviously it offends them. So that's how crazy it is. Their delusions are reality, are our reality as well. That's just how forced it is. That's just how crazy it is. So I wish Ryan the best. I really wish him the best. I really wish him the best. A lot of these normies are going to take him out of context, because obviously they always do that, And a lot of these excuse me, excuse me. A lot of these SJWs are going to take him out of context as well, because that's what they like to do. They're reporting his channel. They want to target every anti-SJW channel now, because obviously we call them out on their racism. Anti-SJWs call racists out, okay? When these social justice warriors are, swapping characters and stuff, we call them out, and guess what? They don't like that. They don't like that, okay? They do not like that one bit. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy, really. I hope his channel does not get deleted. I hope not. I hope not. But these SJWs need to realize that the world is not just for them. I want to see his video. I want to see a video I want to see the video, the comments, because we have to fight back, okay? We have to fight back. Let me drink some water. I'm getting very nervous. Okay, I got some water. It's okay. My bottle nozzle, it's open in the corner. You can twist it around and take the nozzle out, but putting it back properly is very difficult. I'm gonna pause the video because I can't watch the video while I'm streaming. I can't do that. It's not gonna play well. So, okay, as you see, it's taking so long to load. It's gonna take. Wait, wait. By the way, if my voice is gruff, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I just ate porridge. The problem with eating porridge is that, you know, if you don't drink water, you don't wash it down with water or something, it's gonna stay there, you know? You know? You know? No. Let's read. Let's read the comments. SJWs always want to infiltrate everything. They take everything out of context. Everything out of context, really. Because for them, anything, anything. I can't even see the dislikes, by the way, obviously. I don't think Brave has that plugin where you can see the dislikes. It takes to load. Let me close this. Let me close that. Okay. I would like to see the comments, please. Once again, Twitter is so vile. Okay, I'm gonna leave a like to support him. I'm gonna leave a like. I'm gonna leave a like because you don't know how many dislikes there are. You don't know. Possibly maybe 500, maybe close to 1,000. You don't really know. Let's read the comments. Oh, I'm feeling very nervous, guys and gals. I'm feeling very nervous. Pause the video. I can't, as I said, I can't play it. It won't work while I'm streaming, you know? I need to do something with OBS, with the settings, because the settings is so messed up. It's so messed up. My settings is so messed up. I don't understand how it changed. I don't understand how my settings changed from, you know, from being okay. I don't know, because normally OBS would have streamed perfectly with watching videos, but it's always buffering when I do it. You know? It used to work very well on my it used to work very well on my other laptop. I never streamed there though, but okay. Okay, correction. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Just saw it. It was awesome. I want to see this Batman mature. I don't know if Twilight Batman is gonna get like a trilogy. I don't know. I'm so glad we got to see screen time. Okay. Oh, so we get to see him more of Bruce Wayne. Oh, okay. No, no, no. My bad. I need to learn to read. Okay. I need s- I need to learn to read. I want to see this Batman mature. I'm so glad we got to see much screen time of him as Batman. Not okay. So basically, he's more of a Batman than Bruce Wayne because in the Nolan movies, like certain parts, well, most of the parts, we get to see him as uh, Bruce Wayne. You know, nothing wrong with that. It's just that Bruce Wayne's life was just way too much. You know. What? I just be scared with this only having two people in it. It put me on the edge and what? Basically, someone's mocking him. 140 likes, guys. 140 likes. Yep, SJWs have infiltrated. W's have infiltrated. So basically, this one SJW comment. You have full comments, but obviously you can tell SJWs have infiltrated. I doubt this comments are could have been so full, but obviously SJWs have to make it a place for them. They always infiltrate everything, I guess. Can they just stay on Twitter forever? Can SJWs just stay on Twitter forever? Never. Okay, to be fair, that's a bad thing. Imagine complaining about race swapping. They don't always do it on purpose. What do you mean? Imagine complaining about race swapping. I bet you this person over here. I bet you that person over there would be complaining if they race swapped a black character to a white character. Calling him racist. Oh, you are racist as hell. It's like these people don't even know him, don't even watch the video, just call him, uh, oh, okay, they're basically mocking him. So you're not gonna hide your racism. What racism? No hate, but I hope you know that race swaps aren't always on purpose. It is on purpose. You need to understand, like, okay, so are you telling me that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs live action, that wasn't on purpose? You know, they're gonna make a black Rapunzel. That isn't on purpose now. It's literally whoever plays a part is a bet. That doesn't make sense because you need to understand what's happening in the industry. Like many of these people don't get it. Don't get it. Yup. Calling him a weirdo, you know. Ah, yes, I'm a racist too. African a racist, guys. I'm a racist too because I'm subscribed to Ryan. The race swapping of characters is an insult to. Yes, it is. It is done. No. Okay. No. Okay. Let's just read that. Not you being mad about people of color and black folk in a fantasy universe, baby. Not that's. I hate when they call us like baby or honey. I hate that so much because they're trying to basically call us racist or stuff, or like trying to basically put us down and say, hey, it's okay, sweetie, it's okay. No, it's you don't get it. The people like this don't get it. If this was the other way around, people like this would be complaining. Just remember that. Now a lot of people are attacking Ryan. These scumbags don't know what's actually happening in the industry. They are normies. Oh, hello. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? So basically, as I'm saying, all these people are normies. All these people are they don't get what's happening in the industry. They believe that race swapping is just it's just a it's just a colorblind thing, which is not the case for most of the movies that's happening these days. Most of the movies these days, most of the movies these days that are race swapped are doing it for the sake of politics. These people don't get that, you know? Trust me, if they swapped an African character and made them white, these people would be on the forefront, knocking on your door, calling you a racist. It's just that when you swap it for the other way around, it's totally fine, you know? It's kind of crazy. I can't with these people anymore. I can't. A lot of them are really pissed off. A lot of them don't get that. Calling him a clown and everything like that. Calling him a racist. 2,000 dislikes. It has 2,000 dislikes. Oh, of course, SJWs are gonna put it down. Delete your channel like how you delete your eyebrows. Dying. Dying. That okay. I'm doing good. Just playing some Shin Megami Tensei 5. Oh, that's cool. Never heard of that game. So, anyways, I'm done reading this comment section. It's crazy how they literally take him out of context. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's like you're not allowed to call out race swapping or whatever. You know, okay, maybe Ryan was wrong, but still, race swapping. People think race swapping is done for the good of society. It's kind of crazy, really. It is crazy. Either race swapping is bad or it's fine. You can't have both ways because it doesn't work. It's like how they say sexualization of female characters is bad, but male sexualization is fine somehow. Exactly. You know, all those people calling Ryan a racist, many of them will be whining if you took a black character and made him white. You know, so many of them have double standards. They just over here crying and taking things out of context. It's so sad, you know. I hope it gets out of the sticky situation because SJWs are like parasites, you know. But no, worse than parasites. Parasites you can get rid of. You can't get rid of SJWs so easily, you know. Um, and the saddest part was all SJWs can be like us. It's a fun time turn-based RPG. Highly recommend it. It's on Switch. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. That's cool. I love the Switch. I'm starting to love it so much. The only problem with the Switch is that my hands cramp if I use it for like too long. You know? It cramps so much. I never had that issue with the PSP, and the PSP was much smaller. It's kind of insane because the PSP was much smaller and I never got cramps at all. It's just with the Nintendo Switch. I don't know why I'm getting cramps. I would never get that with the PSP. I would never get that at all. And the cramps do annoy me when I'm playing because it always comes the wrong times, and then you have to let go of your Nintendo Switch and clench your fist a couple of times so the blood can flow. It's kind of crazy how that happens, you know. Um, but I really like the Nintendo Switch. I hope Nintendo continues to make more handheld. There's nothing wrong with consoles. Oh, PSP, good times. Yeah, PSP was the best, one of the best old consoles ever. So much of good games, so much of fun games. Um, it was so insane playing on the PSP. It was so good. There were some really good games on the PSP. It's sad that that Sony won't even want to make another uh handheld because I think an handheld will be perfect. You know, I just hope if Sony makes another handheld, I do not want a streaming handheld. I want a proper handheld that will actually like play games, physical games. I don't like the idea of connecting to a Wi-Fi connection just to play a game. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think that's just too much. I'd rather play a game offline than stream the game from one console to another. I think that's not the best, you know? That's not the best thing to do. Anyways, I am planning on getting an Xbox Series X. It is very expensive, but it's still on sale. You know, like the PS5s in South Africa, gone, completely gone. They gone, wiped out the shelves. I'm not planning on getting a Sony PlayStation 5. Too much censorship. Too much censorship, you know? So much of censorship. It's crazy how they have so much of censorship. And even, uh, okay, PS Vita is one of my favorite portable consoles. Love playing Freedom Wars on it. Oh, that's cool. I was supposed to get a PS Vita, but thank goodness I got a PSP instead because it got me into Monster Hunter. I know the PS Vita was ahead of its time back in the day, but wow. Um, I'm at least glad Sony at least touched with the markets of portable consoles. I don't know if they'll do it again. I don't know if Xbox will do anything like that. I hope Nintendo stays with portable consoles because I think Nintendo can dominate that easily. There's no competition or anything like that. So I think easily, um, they can easily uh, make a lot of games. And speaking of games, I hope Nintendo keeps making a lot of cool games. I would like to get it on PC, especially so I can emulate games. Oh, that's interesting. Um, I have used a couple of PSP emulators in the past. For me, it's just that the whole process of compressing the files and uncompressing the files took so long. So I rather have like a proper console instead. That's why I'm trying to get a Nintendo 3DS, a second-hand one, because there are a couple of games I would like to play on it. You know, just second-hand one. I could easily get an emulator, but I rather get a proper console and play with it. Because if they still sell it second-hand, I'll still buy it. You know. Okay, I can't play the video because OBS does not like me when I stream videos. I'm so surprised it's Friday already. I'm so surprised. Yesterday I was pacing about and thinking of my children's book. Now I kept thinking on how I'm going to end the children's book because I need to know of a proper way to make it good. And my children's book is much more of a fantasy than a slice of life. So obviously I'm glad that it is a fantasy. It is going to have a lot of interesting moments, but I don't want it to be so powerful. I don't want it to be so hardcore violent. You know, it's a children's book. You got to make sure it stays within a certain restriction. You can't make characters do things they can't do. So you have to watch out on what you're doing and what you're writing. You know, when it comes to the action scenes, and if any character dies, it's not going to be like a proper death. It's going to be something different. I can't explain it over here, but basically in my children's book, there will be these type of enemies. They look like human, but they're not humans. Basically, they are. How do I say this? They are generated enemies, I guess. It's hard to explain it, but maybe in the book I'll explain it better. Okay. Okay, so at least Ryan's. Okay, what's this? A lot of my stories are usually fantasy, though I'm doing a few that are sci-fi. I would like to do a couple of sci-fi alien stories. I have written a lot of fantasy about alien races, and stuff like that, but I want to make something more about sci-fi because I like sci-fi. I would like to make something spooky and sci-fi. That's amazing. Um, Now, I'm not someone who knows so much about science, but I can make up stuff, and make it very scary. Okay. Not surprised that this. Okay. So basically, Ryan responds to all the SJWs complaining about him. Um, okay. And people are pointing the SJWs out. Okay. Imagine wanting a person to die because of a movie opinion. Ignore the haters. Don't waste time or energy on them. Keep making content that is honest, and you will prevail. They're supposed to be for diverse thinking, yet once your opinion differs from theirs, they will call you cancellation and even death. Exactly, that's what they do. That's what they do. Oh, they call themselves diverse all the time, but they all think the same. Gotta love how people take things out of context. He isn't aiding anything. Thank you, Ryan, for showing the continuous idiocracy of the American people. Wishing someone death over a movie. A movie. What is wrong with people? I agree with you. I'm sick of the message from Hollywood. Even though the movie is good, I won't see it because of identity politics. I stopped watching movies a while back because of it. Imagine race swapping Black Panther into white people's. So sick, so sickening the racism Hollywood gets away with. Yeah, they get away with it so much. I love sci-fi so much. I hope your stories go really well. Thank you so much. Um, I have to release a horror book and a children's book at the same time. So the horror book is going to be much more obviously for adults, whereas my children's book is going to be for a younger audience. Now, when it comes to the children's book, I have to do more drawings in it because I would like it to be much more colorful. I would like it to be a bit more, uh, a bit more interesting. With my horror book, I don't have to worry about putting that much drawings in it. Maybe like 10 drawings and that's it. And the drawings won't even be colored. They will just be sketches. Whereas the children's book, it has to be full with color. All the drawings have to be filled with color because it makes more sense to have a children's book that's with full of color because I think children will like that a lot. When I was a kid, I loved books with color. You know, the only diversity they believe in is color diversity, not diversity of thought. Exactly, exactly. And once you may share their same color, but you think differently, they cast you out. They cast you out and call you weird terms. Uh, these people act to be morally better, but give you death threats because of a minor criticism of the movie. Exactly. That's all they care about. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys, we are so cool. They keep calling themselves the good guys, but from what I see they tweet, they're not good. I definitely need to practice a lot more on my drawings. I can do some decent drawings, but can't really do more complex beings. You know, um, for me personally, I do struggle with drawing hands, because drawing hands is very difficult. I still struggle with that. I can draw legs. I can draw. I don't know about feet. I have not drawn feet in such a long time. I can draw breasts. I can try and draw male bodies. I can draw heads. I can draw hair. But the one thing I always struggle with is hands. You know, I've been struggling with that for years. When it came to my cover page for my horror book, I had to draw ants. I had to draw ants coming out of trees. So obviously, I struggle with that. I struggle with drawing that. So if you check my previous video out, I showed the drawing. One of my previous videos, I showed the cover page, and if you look carefully, you can see the ants. It's not so perfect, because I struggle with that, you know. So there's a lot of things I do struggle with drawings, and obviously keep practicing makes it better. Okay, okay. Enough about that. I guess I'm tired about reading. It's a sad thing to read, you know, when a bunch of Twitter people harass you. Same, I have a hard time drawing hands. It's very confusing to draw hands sometimes, you know. It's very confusing because I just struggle with it, you know. I just struggle with drawing the palms, the fingers, everything, you know. But sometimes, uh, sometimes while you're randomly drawing, you can draw something so well, but when you're drawing something for something very important, it doesn't go well, you know. Like if you could be randomly sketching somewhere, obviously you could draw something amazing, but then when you're drawing something for work, all of a sudden your drawings suck, you know. It's such a crazy thing. Samuel L. Jackson lashes out at the Oscars, claim black actors only win Academy Awards when doing despicable shit on screen. Okay, YouTuber just some guy to remove Englishness or really the whiteness from Tolkien's story is to undermine the very purpose of his works. It's kind of crazy how people are totally fine with race swapping in Lord of the Rings. They're totally fine with that. They'll make up like 100 excuses for that, and they'll call you a racist. But then you can't race swap any of their characters. You can't race swap Mulan. You can't race swap who else? Like there's plenty of characters you can't race swap. You can't race swap the Black Panthers. You can't race swap literally anything that's from them. Anything that shares their skin tone. You can't race swap. You know, you can't do that because oh that's offensive to them. But what about us? What about us? You know, I'm not white, and I get offended when they race white characters. I can't. Okay, sorry. I kept messing up my reading. I can think of the character very well in my head, but when I try to draw it, it doesn't come out exactly how I imagine, unfortunately. Exactly. Same with me as well. You imagine this wonderful character, and when you draw it, it just doesn't look well, you know? But unfortunately, I just go with the drawings once I do it because I always tell myself it's going to be impossible for myself to draw it from my head. Maybe in the future, one day I'll be so talented that I could just draw from thoughts. But right now I can't draw from thoughts, you know? Can't do that. So whatever I try to draw from my head, I just take it. I just take it and say, okay, this is what it is. I'm not gonna fix the drawing whatsoever because it's very difficult to do so, you know? It is possible to draw exactly from your thoughts, but it is just very difficult, you know? I think maybe practice and more practicing. I'm sure there's some way of drawing that will help, you know? Okay. YouTuber just some guy continued to eviscerate Prime Video's The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, explaining that removing the Englishness, or really the whiteness from Tolkien's story, is to undermine the very purpose of his works. Now, I did watch this video a bit. It was responding to a Tolkien expert. It was basically responding to this Tolkien expert they add on IGN. Okay, so let's see what the comments are saying. It's kind of crazy how many Tolkien experts are now shills for diversity. It's kind of crazy. Maybe they're being paid so much, you know? Okay, that's why they're doing it. Their purpose is not to create but destroy. once or twice is a coincidence, but this is a pattern. As as some as I've already said, there is a pattern here. But if any light can be taken from all of this, is that they are being called out big time on it by all creeds and colors. Okay, go ahead, destroy its uniqueness. Everything woke turns to crap. Wokeness is so powerful. I had no idea how powerful wokeness was until the recent, like back in the day when I got into politics, it was just like a couple of companies. But now it's like the movie. It's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. You turn your head, oh, it's woke. You look to your left, it's woke. Look to your right, it's woke. Look up, it's woke. Look down, it's woke. Everything is getting woke. Everywhere you look, it's woke. It's kind of it is kind of crazy. It's so crazy. Wokeness spread it so much. And just remember, it's only begun. Wokeness has only begun. It's still young. Wokeness is still young. We're gonna be seeing this for years to come, and we have to fight back. Just because it's happening doesn't mean we must let go of it. We have to fight back against it, because it's gonna continue. That's all these SJWs can do is just destroy. They don't think of their own stuff, and even if they do think of their own stuff, they hate it. They hate their own stuff so much. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Last year they destroyed He-Man. He-Man, more like She-Man. She-Man, okay. They destroyed He-Man, replaced him with a strong woman, gave that woman a girlfriend. They did all the woke stuff, you know, all the woke stuff they did. And it's going to happen to Lord of the Rings. It's going to become a woke fest. It's going to become such a big woke fest. It's going to be a very scary thing. Almost every show now has to get woke. Yeah, yeah, we are getting a black Rapunzel, guys. We're getting a black Rapunzel. And people are going to defend this. People are going to defend this and say, it's fine. It's just fantasy, sweetie. It's just fantasy. Okay. Why? Why don't they want to race swap Rapunzel? What joy do they get out of it? Well, obviously they are sick people. They get a lot of joy out of it. Um, like almost every white European story is destroyed. Everything. Why? Why do we need to have Rapunzel in an afro? Why? Why? How? How is that make me want to watch it? If this was a comedy, I would accept it. But this is not a comedy. It's gonna be It's gonna. Okay, look. Uh. Okay. Basic, a sick fairy tale. I don't think comedy. I don't think be a fun little. Not gonna be a comedy. Really sucks that wokeness is everywhere. I really hope that people get to stand up against this. More companies stand up against this, because right now what I'm seeing is a lot of these major companies, they bend the knee to these woke mobs. They bend the knee to these woke people all the time. They bend and bend and bend. Really, really, really ridiculous. Okay, let's see what else is happening. It's taking so long to load. Oh my goodness. This was a couple of months ago. Netflix is accused of light washing after casting Zazie Beetz as historical figure, stagecoach Mary. Okay, I don't even know, but so basically they claim she is too light enough. Wow, wow. Even SJWs can be too white. But just why? Why an afro? Why? How is that gonna? How is that? How is that gonna be a fun watch? Who would want to watch that? Who would want to watch that? And then when the movie fails, they're gonna blame us. They're gonna blame us. Wait for it. They're gonna blame us. They're gonna call us Eastern-isms like they always do. They really hate the original story, so they want to make the character black. And a pencil sequel, so they don't have to explain how she manages to live in a tower. Okay, yeah. I bet you it's gonna be such a feminist movie. It's gonna be full with feminism. It's gonna be full with all this hatefulness and stuff like that. Okay. Reparations, guys. It's reparations. It's reparations when they do it. Okay, I have to go now. I have a couple of videos to record for my main channel. Hope you all have an amazing day. Have an amazing Friday. I know Fridays goes very fast, but right now it's almost quarter past. It's almost quarter past 9. Race swaps, white character, SJWs, it's so progressive and diverse. Race swaps, minority characters, SJWs. OMG, this is so racist. I hate the hypocrisy so I hate the hypocrisy so much. Same here, I hate the hypocrisy. I hate it so much. They will dance when you race swap a character from white to black, but from black to white, they screech, they get angry, they call you racist, they call you crazy words, and for some